here. So basically just continuing off from the last video where we kind of ended with this here. You can see I didn't even change the GIF. I don't know. We'll just go back to like Star Wars or something for now. So basically what we're going to do in this video is we're going to keep adding on. So we're going to do kind of what I was explaining where we have like more GIFs. Like more GIFs will pop up down here, or we can maybe put like a search bar in, depending on how long this video is going to go. That will show you, like you could type something in and it'll display the new GIFs or whatever. I actually haven't done this, so this is going to be on the fly here, but I have a hunch on how we can do it, so bear with me. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is just hit enter right after the console log data there. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, we're going to make a for loop. We're going to say for var I equals 0 for as long as I is less than we'll call it g.length. We actually don't have g defined yet, so it'll throw an error, but we don't care. I++, and then we're just going to make our braces so that way, whatever we have in there is going to be running. Now, right after this, we're going to say var g is equal to, I don't know, 6 or something like that. We're just going to have like a standalone there. We just want this to kind of come back up. So, what we got to do is we're going to say var, var all content, and we're going to set that equal to just an empty string. And then we're going to, let's see here, copy all of this and paste it inside of the for loop. Okay. Now nothing's going to be working, but that's okay. We don't want anything to work yet. That's perfectly all right. And instead of content, we're going to say all content. So nothing should pop up there at all. Okay. Because right now all content just has it just has empty strings. There's nothing in it working. All right. So far so good. The next thing I want to do, you can see like there's a million errors there. The next thing I want to do is change this 1 to a 5, so that way we're asking for 5 objects. You can see as soon as I did that, it went and called a new array of objects, and you can see there's an array that says 5 data. I'll explain what that means in a second here. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to, right after this, we're going to say, we're just going to basically take the content of each GIF and then kind of add them all onto the all content, and they're all going to be like pushed in together. So you'll kind of see what that means. Like basically it'll be like a GIF, a GIF, a GIF, a GIF all the way down. And they're going to be like all spaced out and stuff. But here's how to do it. So basically we get the for loop set up. So we're going to run through the length of whatever the content is. So we can actually set g just equal to like whatever the amount up here is. So if we're calling 5, then we want the amount of times we run through the for loop to be the same as the number of GIFs that come back from the server, if that kind of makes sense. So right after this, we're going to say all content is equal to all content. So nothing is equal to nothing plus content. And if I'm thinking about this correctly, hold on. We might need to, we're going to take this, delete that, we're going to go up here, and we're going to say var content is also equal to an empty string, just so we're not reinitializing that over and over and over again. And then we're going to, let's see, again, you just had to bear with me just because I haven't thought about this yet. So nothing plus content. So we still have this data coming through here, and right now it's got like nothing in it. So we're going to have to access this information somehow. So we're going to say we still got data plus data, and then we're going to change this to I here, so that way it's running through the loop. We're going to want to change this one to I here, so it's also running through the loop. And then let's just console log all content real quick. This is going to get a little long over here. Something's wrong here. This isn't running at all. Hold on. Yep, there's nothing in here at all. So this for loop isn't running. Var I is equal to 0. I is less than, let's just say this is less than amount here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so yeah, get rid of this. Sorry about that. I was wondering why that wasn't working. Okay, so, oops. So you can see we got some GIFs here. We got them all lined up one after the next. And to come to think of it, the ID is kind of messy. We'll change that in a second. But so basically, what's going on here is we have this all content and we have content. So content is just each individual GIF box that we have here. Like this is one GIF box. This is another GIF box. And they're all getting set inside of this for loop to like a new content. And then what we're doing is we're just appending all of that content onto, we're appending the content onto the all content. So then at the end, we have like a bunch of content. You can see that console logged it right here. So just a bunch of these divs. Instead of having like, type each one of these out, we're just kind of like having the computer write all the code for us. And then we're just assigning it right here at the end. So that way it just gets put all inside of the app. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to take this console log out just so it keeps the console not as messy, and then just kind of delete some of the space real quick. So one thing I wanted to do is get rid of this ID just because it sucks. So we're going to say that this is just I plus, this is I plus 1 dot toString, and what that basically just does is it makes 1, 2. So just this is the 1 GIF, 2 GIF, 3 GIF, 4 GIF, 5 GIF, whatever. Just because the ID was kind of pointless at the top, it didn't really make sense to have that there. So we got this going on. I'm going to pause this video here, and then I'll show you guys how to make the search bar at the top here so you can just type something in, and then it'll give you some new GIFs. So we'll do that in the next video. Until then, see ya.